Hi, this is Justin with Reedsport Web Design and More Business Today. I just wanted to take a moment and show you some samples of how these basic websites look and the things that can be customized on them so you have a better idea of what you get. So here's my first example. First of all, you can change the header background image. This is one of the focal parts of the website, and it'll change kind of dramatically the way the site looks. So here are a couple other examples. Here's another. I have a few abstract backgrounds that I've put together that are specific kind of to try and capture the feel here. There's another one, a darker one. You'll notice on here, these are just random logos I put in here, but your logo can be in here if you have a logo. And we can use your full logo image here as well. Or one of the other things that we can do is we can change the font of this and make it fancier or make it more match your business personality. If you look here, that's a different font that has quite a bit different character to it. Here's another font. And these are all Google fonts, and so we have hundreds of options within kind of the display concept of it. And you can see some of these are pretty neat. They make for a very specific kind of feel. Another thing that we can edit to make this site look more unique and custom to you is the color scheme. This is better. You can see this better on the blog, for instance. You can see the sidebar. These are called sidebar widgets, and we can have different things in here. Those are all green on this one. On this one, I think we're using a red, kind of yellow orange, more warm color scheme. And you can see the titles over here, color changed. The blue one, obviously we're using blue. But that makes a big difference as well in the look and feel. And if you look at the services, that's another place where we're using different color schemes, and they look different on the different ones. There's a couple of notes I want to make about this. One is these sites look very similar to each other the way that I have them laid out, but most of the character of a website is going to come from the content. So this area here, this white area, if you will, that's in the middle of the page, that is where you're going to have your content, your text and images that match your business. And whatever goes in there is going to have the biggest impact on what the character of the site is. So these sites all look really similar because they all have the exact same content. So they're going to look even more similar to each other than yours will. But the reason for that is that these demo sites I put together, I wanted to just show you the difference of the theme itself as opposed to all the different ways that a site like this can be put together. Now let's look at some of the sample pages I put together. That kind of gives you an idea, because any of these pages we could have those as a home page or kind of use combinations of these pages, so it'll give you a better idea of some of the functionality that's available on this. So I put together product/services page, and this one is laid out with text and an image. It could have a link and get more information about each service or product. I have them alternating. They don't need to alternate. This is just one way to lay it out. Another way a lot of people do is with a list kind of setup or just paragraphs for each service. Here's a photo gallery. The photo gallery is pretty slick. You click on it, it's a light box. You have the arrows to go through the images, so it's pretty nice. Testimonials. We have a testimonial thing that makes it so that it stands out a little bit. It would be good to have links on here to your places where people can post testimonials as well. The blog, not everybody's going to use a blog, but for business too, you can use it like an article management tool instead of a blog. Contact/location. Here's our standard kind of contact page. It has a map, address. Actually, we'd want to have hours in here as well if you're a local business. So those are just a few different kinds of formats of pages. We'll lay out the pages after discussing it with you so that we can best show your content. Another quick note, if you look at these, because I'll have links to the different demos. For the demos, I don't have the links to the social media active, but these would be buttons that you can click on. The last thing I wanted to point out real quick is, first of all, these sites are going to be something.readsport.us, so that's great as far as branding goes, and also you don't have to buy your own domain or wait for that domain to come up in Google. Another thing is that at the bottom I have ReadSport resources, and these are links that go to some different areas of readsport.us, and then I have the business directory, and the business directory is just going to show, it's just going to go to the directory pages from readsport.us. And I have these open up in a new window, so the person doesn't leave your site, they still are on your site. But this functionality of having these links at the bottom is more of a search engine function, which makes it so that your listing, because we'll put a listing for you if we haven't already in the readsport.us directory, it makes it so your listing is more powerful. It all links back to itself and makes it so that in the long run the website will do better. Your website and all of the websites that are on readsport.us will do better in the search engines. So that's why those links are there. But it is part of the functionality of the site to have those links down there. So if you have any questions about those links, then you want to let me know. And I think that's all for this introductory to these sites. Hopefully I've answered your questions, but feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email if you have any further questions. Thank you.